So you want to make those 100x, 200x, 300x life-changing gains for your portfolio, but you don't know where to start. In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how people are managing to get into projects really early and make life-changing gains from really small investments. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the Launchpads.
Mission and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station.
What exactly is a Launchpad? Well, strap in and get ready to go to the moon, because Launchpads allow you to invest small amounts into cryptocurrency companies before they're even on the charts. These are the cryptocurrency equivalents of IPOs, and this is when a brand new crypto company comes on to the blockchain. And these can be companies that have been in development for years and years and years, but when they want to start their token, what they do is they use Launchpads as a way of getting more eyeballs onto their project and building up a lot more hype, and B, raising a lot more capital and strategic investment from other companies. You've got to think of it this way, right? It's not always about the money for these guys. They don't need to have people chucking money at them. Since 2017, everybody knows about making hundreds or 200x gains, so they're not bothered about the money. Sometimes they need either publicity to get more eyeballs onto the project, or they need people who can add more value to the project to invest in them. So here's the good thing. What Launchpads do is they do all three of these things, but they also help the small guys out. They allow you to either have raffles or guaranteed entry into some of these projects where you can invest small amounts, 1,000, 2,000, or maybe even more depending on your budget. And they give you guaranteed allocation at pre-sale prices. So let's start off with the first Launchpad. First Launchpad we can see here is called Pokerstar. Pokerstar is the leader, okay? If we're gonna look at Launchpads, Pokerstar is the leader of Launchpads, okay? What they allow you to do is invest in any of these projects here. As you can see, they've got 4 projects in the up and coming, and as you can see, these are all the past projects, and over time you'll see that some of these projects here you can see on CoinMarketCap are top 100 or top 200 projects, and for the early investors, these guys got some insane gains. Now if you want to learn more about Pokerstar, or you want to buy the coin, or you want to try get into some of these pre-sales, the easiest way to do it is head down to the bottom of their website here, hop into their Telegram and ask them some questions. But to give you a quick overview of Pokerstar, how it works is each of these, as you can see here, they're private holdings. If you hold a certain amount of the coin, it does vary between the project that's launching. But if you hold a certain amount of the coin, you can apply, and as you can see here, they have different allocation sizes, and it's kind of a raffle. So if you win, it's great because you can make 100x gains or 200 etc gains, or if you don't, it doesn't matter, because there's so many projects that just by being in with a chance of winning, hey, it's definitely worth at least entering into every single raffle that you can get your hands on. To give you an example, let's say you got this allocation into Care Network. Care Network goes up, let's say 100x, that's $500 to 50 grand. So it's just worth being in there. Now, Pokerstar is okay. It is the best one in terms of the quality of projects. You only get top tier, high quality projects on Pokerstar. However, the thing is, it's getting expensive to get into them, and their system, their raffle system, it never really impressed me. I hated it, because even though you've got the more and more tokens you have, you're still raffling with other people, so it wasn't really the best. I kind of preferred this project. This project is called Paid Network, and the people that got into Paid, they got paid. Let's just put it in that way. Now, Paid Network has 2 sides to the project. They have their main project here, and they also have a different one called Ignition. Now, Ignition is Paid Network's Launchpad. Okay, so Paid Network has its own use cases. The token has its own use cases. It's used for licensing agreements and contract agreements to get paid, but they give you the bonus of, if you hold these guys' token, they allow you to get into projects. And if we scroll down, one of the projects that you would have seen that was in here is Split, if I can find it. Okay, we'll go here, and then let's have a look down. You can see that if we go to ended, so go back here, ended, you can see that some of the old projects might spot your eyes. You've got AOS was 100x, Split was a 300x at, no, 200x at its prime. You've got Shadows, which was about, I think Shadows was like a 20x or something like that, which is insane. For instance, Split, I think Split was launching around 45 cents. It's now $2, and that's at its dead serious bottom. It went as high as $5. So just getting into these projects is insane. And what paid network allow you to do is have different tiers. So these guys, they have raffles. So I think for every 1,000 paid network tokens you have, you get entry into it. Or if you've got big bags and you've got a big budget, if you hold 150,000 paid network tokens, which right now is about just over like 100 or 200 grand, you get guaranteed allocation into these. But it's worth it. It's worth it because you make it back after two launches. Or what about if you don't have that budget? What about if you've got a smaller budget and you just want to just start putting in, $50 or $100 allocations into projects? Then the best project for you would be YFDAI. Now, YFDAI does many things, okay? We've already spoke about YFDAI on the channel before, so, I'm sure you guys already understand what it is, but I don't think you guys understand what the Launchpad is. Now, at the moment, YFDAI is currently undergoing a new website, and probably by the launch of this video, they'll have a new website on. This is their original, and they do have a Launchpad. To access the Launchpad at the moment, you actually have to go over to their Telegram. So like I said at the start of the video, make sure you go into their Telegram because it shows you. But what YFDAI do is they give you guaranteed allocation into these projects. Now that means no matter what budget you have, no matter how much money you've put in, you get guaranteed allocation into these projects, which is perfect for those of you guys with a smaller budget. The reason being, it's not how much money you have, but it's the amount of time that you've invested into the project. For example, the longer you stake with YFDAI, the more allocation you get. The reason being is because they give you bonuses for the longer you've had the token. And if you don't sell those tokens that you get off of the Launchpads, then they give you loyalty bonuses as well. So by being in this project for the long term, this explodes. And you can see it. Right now we are seeing it. If you look at the chart of YFDAI, even when all of my portfolio is down 30, 40, some tokens even go down as high as 50%, YFDAI will only ever dip like 10 or 15%. Fair enough, right now it's fairly volatile because of its market cap, but once that goes up, it ain't coming down, okay? This project has so many reasons for people to be holding the tokens, and the Launchpad is crazy. Now, the next one we have is Kickpad. Kickpad is brand spanking new. As you can see, they've only launched 3 projects, one of the projects being themselves on their own Launchpad, which was dope. But Kickpad, they do many different things. So if we go here, Kickpad, we click learn more. As you can see, they've got their white paper to look at. You guys can take a look at that. But to give you an overview, these guys launch projects on the Binance chain. So it's not the same as the first 3 projects we've looked at. They usually stick to the Ethereum chain. If you're new to crypto, don't worry about it. It's just 2 separate chains. Binance chain is lower fees, and that's there on obviously Binance, okay? So if you look at the top 3 coin, third one's Binance, there's a reason for that. It's because of these type of Launchpads. Now, what you need to remember is that this is brand new. So they do guaranteed allocation if you hold a certain amount, and lower than that, it's exactly the same as Pokerstar. So this is the Binance equivalent of Pokerstar. Now, it's really good to get involved in these types of projects. As you can see here, if we go up to their pools, you can either do 2 things. You can stake your tokens, or you can go to their pools, and then you can see they haven't got any upcoming ones so far, but the 3 ones that they did do, they did very, very well. So Kickpad is also a project to look at, but I saved the best till last, okay? This project is insane. I feel like this one's gonna go crazy, okay? This is called Cardstar. Now what Cardstar is Cardano's Launchpad. And when I look at these projects, it gives me goosebumps, because if you look at Pokerstar and the sheer damage that it's done with no they had no fan base, there's no hardcore diehard fans for Pokerstar, or there is fans for Cardano. So the way I see it is, these types of projects go crazy. because Cardano, if you know about crypto, Cardano has people that are addicted to it. Okay, they'll always support the project. They love Cardano. So when they release their smart contract, which basically means when they allow other people to build on top of it and make their own projects on top of Cardano, Kickpad and Cardstar are going to take off. Okay, so if you want to stay ahead of the curve and ahead of the lines, I recommend checking a look at Cardstar. As you can see, they do different things. They do accelerators, token raises, which is the one we're looking at. And if you click here, they do choose a tier. So even the quality, if you've watched this video so far, you'll see that Pokerstar and Cardstar both have high quality websites. And as you can see here they do a lottery allocation here, just for having 500 Cardstar. And Jacks, they do guaranteed from 1500 cards. Now at the moment 1500 cards is expensive. The price of this will dump, usually dumps as soon as the token comes out. So as soon as smart contracts comes out for Cardano should plummet, ETH should go higher, and then you should be able to swoop up Cardstar. I recommend just having 500 cards, because lottery, at least get into the lottery, man, because it's worth it. Even if you just get one out of 100 could change your life. So I recommend getting involved in it. And as you can see here, you've got that roadmap, etc. That was a quick video on Launchpads. These are the best Launchpads to look at so far. If I do find some new ones, I will look at them. In terms of Launchpads themselves, these offer life-changing gains to your portfolio, and it's that simple. All you need to do, go on the websites that are in the description, follow the telegrams, and you can ask all the questions you want to ask them in the telegrams and learn more about the project. If you haven't taken a look at the last video of the 10x gains that we've selected, a lot of them did go crazy. Split was one of them, and then I also did another video about Split as well, because I love the project so much. And if you want to see more cryptocurrency videos, make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel. But hey, that's it for me. Peace.